Hey guys, Chris here. Welcome to another episode of Badass Unscripted. I'll tell you something that I've found. I've coached a lot of people in a lot of different environments and circumstances over the years. And one of the things I'm now known to say is that there's no such thing as agile problems, only human problems. So when I coach coaches, what I see most commonly, the question I get asked most frequently, and the reason why I started Badass Agile in the first place, is that people want to know, how can I get more confidence? How can I be more leader-like? How can I be more influential? How can I be more certain with my decisions? How can I get people to accept my help, my healing, my coaching? And you know, a lot of times the question is just, how can I be less afraid? Well, look, exhale a deep sigh of relief. Because you're not alone, first of all. It's not just you. Everyone goes through the exact same thing. So you're in the right place. You know what I think? This job of being agile, of coaching others, of a better way of working, in order to want to do this job, you got to have a bit of healer and teacher in you. So it's not surprising that you're struggling with difficult conversations, you're struggling with resistance. Those things make your job as a healer and as a teacher and as a solver and a helper way more difficult. But when people come to me and they say, I don't feel good enough, I don't feel confident enough, I feel like an imposter, I feel like my work doesn't matter, I feel like my opinion doesn't matter, then it's time to examine, what could you let go of? Here's what I mean. The reason that we struggle with those fears, the reason we feel that lack of confidence, that lack of courage, is because of the stories that we're hanging on to. It's a combination of the events from our history, and perhaps more importantly, the meaning that we attach to that history. So I did a public speaking presentation in high school and everybody laughed at me. Okay, so that happened, but what does that mean? That means I'm a failure. That means that I don't belong in front of people. My ideas are worthless. Well, hold on there. That's the part that you attached to that event. Well, look, this could take a lot of work and a whole lot of dollars spent on therapy to solve this problem. Or we can start the process of fixing this for yourself by just asking the question, what can I let go of? Here's some examples. Can I let go of the need to be perfect? Can I let go of the need to be right? Can I let go of the need to be accepted and wanted? Can I let go of my need for certainty? Could I let go of a desire for things to be easy and pain-free? Can I let go of my fear of loss? Or more importantly, can I let go of loss? Here's a big one. Can I let go of my need for the approval of other people in order to feel valuable and whole? Hey, listen, you might be sitting there right now going, what's this got to do with Agile? Well, on the one hand, it may seem like it has nothing to do with agility, but the truth of the matter is, if you're trying to change minds at the enterprise level, if you're trying to change minds by moving people away from their own needs for certainty and safety, you got to make sure your game is tight. You got to make sure that you're in touch with the stories you need to tell in order to enhance and influence people. You got to make sure that you're showing up authentically as a leader, which means you're not looking for leadership's sake. You're not looking to be right. You're not wounded by feedback. In fact, you use it to empower yourself, to improve yourself. You're not creating an expectation for yourself that everything you do is going to be perfect and right every time you do it. Listen, if you're holding yourself to those impossible standards, if you are constantly suffering from the pain of past events, if those past events and the meaning you assign to them are causing you to act in non-leader ways, non-badass ways, we got to let them go. A badass has first and foremost mastered themselves. They're in complete control of their emotional states, their mental self-language, and in their physical presence. So let me ask you, what do you need to let go of this week? Dig deep. Hey, we got some time. We're hanging around with this coronavirus thing. And by the way, don't forget to join in. Mondays at 7 p.m., Wednesdays at noon EST, because we're busy figuring out how to save the world and change the economy, and I need you there. But once you started to identify what you really need to let go of, and hey, I don't think you're going to have to look too far before you recognize and acknowledge what it is, because it's probably been there for a long time. Once you've identified it, now we can start the work of letting it go. But hey, if I can help you along this journey, don't forget, you can reach me at badassagile.com. You can find me on Twitter at badass_agile or on Instagram at badassagile. Look forward to seeing you next time, and until then, stay badass.